So when it was announced that Cardfight Vanguard was going to be getting a reboot, I think we can safely say that the majority of us were really surprised about this. For the longest time, we've been thinking about what the next mechanic's going to be. You know, what's the next thing after the G series? And it really did make me think. Like, I was looking into G units thinking, well, G units say grade 3 or greater Vanguard, so could Vanguards be higher grades maybe? But I'm not too sure how that would work out in practice. A reboot being a thing that they're going to do, it completely threw me off guard. I thought, wow, I can't believe they're actually doing that. So it was going to be really interesting to see how everyone else in the community felt about this. And I mean, looking at the likes and dislikes on the promotional video that they showed us for the new animation, by God, it looks like most people are happy with it. But, you know, that's just people who watch the anime, you know. People can watch an anime but not play the card game, you know. So we can't just purely take that as, oh yeah, everyone's happy with it. But generally, if you just look across YouTube, from the majority of feedback that I've seen, most people are happy with this change and are just really excited to get back to the roots of Vanguard being simplistic gameplay. But obviously you will have people that are not happy about it, and I kind of understand why. I mean, clans, for one thing, is one of the major things that have upset people. Because since we're going back to very bare bones, like, we only have a few clans at our disposal, and we'll be getting more over the years. And in case you're worrying in case things like Gear Chronicle or stuff like that aren't going to get stuff, they have said that all 24 clans will get something. So all the clans we know of so far will get something in the future. It's just going to take some time, that's all. It does make me think that the premium format is going to suit those players a bit more. If you do like the combo-centric playstyle of the current Vanguard and are not necessarily fans of the simplistic gameplay style of it, then I think Premium is where you belong. And it's glad to know that Bushiroad kept that around, and they've said, you know, that they are going to support Premium and keep it going. Like, well, not support it as in bring stuff out for it, but they are going to, you know, make tournaments for it at least and make it keep going, sort of thing. So your G decks will always have some form of relevance, but yeah, the standard format is pretty much what I'm excited for. The gameplay of Vanguard overall has evolved above and beyond, mainly due to the G series. We saw a drastic increase of just power creep with stride units, G units. You know, stride effects from the grade 3s that we got. But even in formats like Legion and beforehand, the gameplay for Vanguard was still rather simplistic. I mean, yeah, the most complex thing was probably Legion, but it wasn't that hard. You know, you just shuffled 4 things back to your deck to make your Vanguard Legion, and then you gained some form of effect through it as well, which was pretty cool for the most part. But yeah, Legion didn't last for too long, unfortunately. But yeah, like, you had the Break Ride format, Limit Break format, just standard Vanguard from the very beginning. All of those gameplays were actually really simple. It was just like one new thing that came through, and even that was quite simple. But as the G series sort of progressed over the years, we did notice the immense power that G units were getting, especially these days, to where loads of decks can just do tons of things and just go crazy. So the fact that we're going back and bringing it back to the simple days is really refreshing, because the simplistic gameplay of Vanguard, I feel, is one of the main strengths about it, especially in the early days. It was just such an easy game to grasp and just learn. I mean, for God's sake, the anime basically taught me and my friends how to play. The anime was just such a good, solid platform for you to just learn the game. And I have noticed that they have taken what they've learned from the years of Vanguard and are actually paying it forward into this new generation that we're going into. We have noticed that the new trial decks that are coming out, they're going to be having play sets of the main cards that you need, which is really nice. It's pretty much the formula that they were doing for the legend decks during G. So it's really good that they're going to carry that on into the new generation. And also, it's just a solid formula because not only do you only need to buy one trial deck now so that you have a functioning deck to play with, but if you want to go above and beyond and, get your deck fully hollowed, I imagine what they're going to do is you'll get a playset of everything, but only one of the things will be hollow. So if you do want to get all the shinies, like make your deck hollow and just make everything shiny, then just go a little bit further, maybe buy a couple more trial decks or, get your singles or, whatever way you go about it. But overall, the benefit of this is that the game's going to be more accessible, I feel. And that's going to be so good because it's going to attract so many new players to the game because it's not going to have this massive price barrier in front of you, especially due to what the G series did, having the G zone. You had to get all your G guardians, your G units, the main deck. Pretty much the price came down to your G zone. The main deck for the most part was cheap, give or take the grade 3s here and there, but everything was just your G zone. The G zone was just the most expensive part. And because we're going back to these 50 card deck days, it's just going to attract so many more people, I feel, to the game, which I'm really looking forward to because, well, I just love this game so much. So I want the game to do well, of course, and I feel as though this is a good thing. And it's somewhat already been shown lately. Like in my locals, I have noticed a couple of new faces show up at my locals playing Vanguard, and we just seem to have more players now, and I can only hope that this news with the new series and the reboot is pretty much attracted a lot of people to come back, but also to make new beginnings for new players and, for older players to return. We've already been seeing a couple of returns lately. But yeah, I'm really excited for the future of the game, and I can only be positive right now. And I'm not completely, upset about my G deck. I'm at least happy that it's usable in something, I can carry it on into the premium format if I want to play it, but I don't have to, You have a choice, and that is just really, really cool. So tell me, guys, what you think. Are you excited for the future of Vanguard? Do you think we'll get more players coming in, new players, old players returning? I'm really excited for this. So tell me, guys, what you think in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, and I will see you in the next video. So take care, guys, and I'll see you later.